You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. Picture this. You're staring at her across the table. She's laughing at something you just said, but there's that tight knot in your chest. Because you're not sure. You don't know if this is going anywhere. You don't know if she's really into you or if she's just killing time. Now hold that image, because tonight I'm going to tell you something that most men never hear, something society wants to keep from you, how to get what you want from women 99% of the time. And no, it's not manipulation. It's not sleazy. It's the truth. Brutal, beautiful. And if you get this, you will never see women the same way again. I want you to forget everything you've been told by Instagram therapists, dating gurus, or your mate who still lives with his mum. This is, for you, the guy who's tired of confusion, games, and walking on eggshells. If you've ever felt like you're giving everything and getting crumbs back, you're not crazy. You're just uninformed. That ends now. Let's begin with the first truth. Women don't want nice guys. They say they do. They'll even cry about it over wine with their girlfriends. But you've lived it. You've been the one texting good morning, paying for the date, listening to her drama, offering a shoulder and hearing her say, "You're such a good friend." The truth, being nice isn't attractive. It's boring. It's predictable. It's safe. And women don't want safe. They want to feel, desire, mystery, tension. You've got to understand, nice is a strategy, but it's the wrong one. Because what women actually respond to, biologically, emotionally, is a man who's centered, grounded, sure of himself. Someone who doesn't bend just to please. You want to get what you want from women. Start by throwing away the idea that pleasing them will get you anywhere. The world's full of men trying to impress women. Few are willing to walk away. And that's what makes the difference. Being willing to walk is the first real power move. Don't believe me? Watch how quickly she texts you when you don't chase. This isn't cruelty. It's clarity. And clarity is rare. Now lean in, because this part will sting. You've been lied to about what women want. From childhood, you were programmed. Be polite, don't upset her, make her laugh. But none of that creates desire. You ever notice how the guys who get the most attention from women are often the ones who don't try at all? It's because they're not seeking validation. They're not performing. And that's attractive. Women are drawn to strength, not just physical strength, but emotional independence. When she tests you, and she will, she's not being cruel. She's trying to feel you. She wants to know if you're solid, if you can handle her chaos, if you're breakable. If you flinch, explain yourself too much, over-apologize, you've lost the frame. The frame is everything. If you don't set the tone, she will. And the moment she starts leading, you've become her emotional project, not her man. You must lead, not in a domineering way, but in a centered, calm way. If you want her to follow, you must know where you're going. She doesn't want to be your therapist. She wants to trust you. Make that easy for her. Before we go further, subscribe to this channel, because the truth is, no one is saying this. Not in public, not online, and definitely not in schools. What you're hearing now, this is for men who want real power in relationships. Not manipulation, not pickup lines, power through understanding. And if you're tired of seeing the same dating advice from people who have no clue how women actually operate, hit that subscribe button. Because I go deep. I don't play by the rules. I don't tell you what sounds good, I tell you what works. Every week I drop insights that cut through the noise and hand you the tools, not to trick women, but to finally understand them. This is your edge, and believe me, once you see what's really going on, you'll never be the same. So take 2 seconds, tap subscribe, and let's keep going. You're about to learn the one thing most men never master, the ability to command a woman's attention without saying a word. Let's talk about confidence. And I don't mean fake bravado. Real confidence is silent. It's how you hold yourself. The way you speak, the way you pause instead of rushing to fill the silence. You want to know what drives women wild? A man who doesn't need anything from them. That's the paradox. The less you need her approval, the more she wants to give it to you. I'm talking about energetic gravity, and that only comes when you're not chasing anything. Not her attention, not her body, not her validation. You're just there, solid, watching, listening, certain. That's the man she dreams about when her head hits the pillow. Not the one who sends 10 texts in a row. Be unpredictable, be unavailable sometimes. Don't always say yes. Not to be difficult, but to show her that you're not afraid of losing her. Because you know who you are. Confidence is not loud. It's not peacocking. It's in your eyes, your presence, your silence. The moment you stop trying to be liked, you become magnetic. Control your energy, and you control the room. Now let's talk sex, because everything is tied to it. Women don't want vanilla. They don't want gentle all the time. They want polarity, tension, fire, and you can't create that if you're afraid of your own desires, if you're ashamed of wanting her, or scared of being seen as too much. That fear, it leaks into your tone, into your touch, into your eyes. You want to get what you want, then own what you want. Stop asking for permission. Lead. Women don't fantasize about being in control. They fantasize about being overpowered by trust. That only happens when she feels safe and when she feels your desire is strong but contained, not desperate, not needy. Controlled fire, that's what seduction is. Most men are scared to lead in bed, but leadership doesn't mean force. It means direction. It means presence. It means asking her with your body, not with nervous questions. And if you've ever had a woman pull away after sex, it's not because you were bad. It's because you didn't own it. And she could feel that. Own your sexuality, or she will never fully surrender to you. Here's a brutal truth most men never accept. You have to be ready to lose her. This one idea separates boys from men. Because if your whole world collapses when a woman walks away, then you never had a life to begin with. You had an attachment. And attachments don't attract women. They scare them. You want to be the man women chase, then let her go, fully, emotionally, mentally. If she ghosts you, bless her path. If she pulls back, let her. Stop clinging, stop proving. The man who's willing to walk away commands the deepest respect. Why? Because he has options, because he has purpose, because his self-worth doesn't hang on her affection. The truth is, when a woman feels you don't need her, she suddenly wants to be needed by you. Women are emotional creatures. They're intuitive. They can smell neediness like blood in the water. If you put her on a pedestal, she'll look down on you. If you walk beside her, shoulder to shoulder, she'll follow you into fire. So be the man she could lose, and that's when she'll never want to. Let's talk boundaries. This is where most men crumble. You tolerate disrespect. You laugh off bad behavior. You stay when she crosses the line because you're afraid of confrontation. But here's the deal. What you allow is what will continue. Every time you let a woman speak to you like a child, you teach her how to treat you. You're not a doormat, you're a man, and you must have non-negotiables. I'm not talking about ultimatums. I'm talking about standards, clear, strong, calm lines that you don't cross, and neither does she. If she flakes, don't chase. If she's hot and cold, call it out. Not with anger, but with certainty. You'd be shocked how many women crave a man who holds them accountable, who doesn't tolerate chaos, who says, "That doesn't work for me," and walks. Because deep down she wants to know you can protect her from herself. And if you can't hold a boundary with her, you sure as hell can't hold it with the world. Boundaries aren't rude, they're sexy. Now let's talk purpose, because without it, none of this matters. You can't build attraction, hold respect, or get what you want from women if you don't know who you are. Women don't fall for men who revolve around them. They fall for men who revolve around a mission. Your purpose must come before her, always. because that's the root of your power. And if she senses that she's your everything, your North Star, your center, she will lose attraction. Every time. You've got to be building something. A business, a skill, a body, a legacy. Something that lights you up more than her approval. You want to win with women? Be unavailable, not out of games, but because you're too busy building your empire. And when you invite her into that world, it's not to complete you. It's to complement you. That's the frame. That's how kings move. You want to be worshipped? Be a man who creates, who decides, who leads. When your purpose leads, she'll follow without hesitation. Let me leave you with this. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you demand. The world isn't fair, attraction isn't fair, and women aren't obligated to give you anything just because you're a good guy. You've got to become the man who women want to please, want to follow, want to surrender to, and that comes from strength, stillness, clarity, boundaries, purpose, and above all, self-respect. Don't wait to be chosen, don't beg, don't barter, be the chooser, be the standard, and the right woman will rise to meet it. Remember, it's not about playing games. It's about understanding the game and playing it better than anyone else. You now have the map. You've seen behind the curtain. Use this, embody it, practice it, and watch your life and your relationships transform. I've said it once, I'll say it again. 99% of the time, you get what you want from women. When you finally understand how to stop needing anything from them, and there it is, the truth raw, unapologetic, and maybe even uncomfortable. But if you've made it this far, you're not the average man. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be respected. You're here to reclaim your edge. Now let me be clear. This isn't about hating women. Far from it. It's about understanding them. And more importantly, understanding yourself. Because when you master that, you don't chase women. You attract them. Effortlessly, authentically, powerfully. So the next time you're with her on a date, in a room, in a moment, remember you're not there to impress. You're there to lead, with calm, with certainty, with vision. And if this message hit home, if you felt even one truth rattle inside you, don't just scroll away. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Tell me what you've been through. Because this is a space for men who are done pretending. This is your time, your edge, your era. Until next time, stay sharp, lead well, and never beg for what you can walk away from.